So much for Kyrie and AD. Where do Celtics go from here? Breaking news. Boston you so now what? Between for Lakers GM Rob Pelinka and for the Hall Pelicans VP David Griffin scored in the agreed to Anthony Davis deal. After lauding and wondering who the next big name to join Los Angeles will be, the public eye turned to Boston. And the public react. What is it about the Celtics? Is there asset fatigue? Is it the perceived value of the young talent? No team executive. Is it team president Danny Ainge? The trader Danny. Regardless, there's a to the Celtics missing out on Davis, a giddiness that in a couple of weeks Kyrie Irving almost certainly will be wearing another uniform. After years of being, make no mistake, getting beat by the Lakers to Davis is bad, while the with Irving is stunning. A Davis Irving, but Boston never landed Davis, and there is a blueprint for what the Celtics are without Irving, a conference finalist that pushed Cleveland to 7 games in 2018. The growth of Tatum. There are variables for Boston, new ones. Terry Rozier. Still, Irving is a restricted free agent, and it would be a shock if Boston didn't extend him a qualifying offer. The market for Rozier. I am a big fan of Terry's, Ainge told reporters earlier this month. I think that but what is Rozier? Is he the player? There's also Al Horford, Boston's glue guy, who has been worth every nickel of the 4-year, $113 million contract the Celtics signed him to in 2016. Horford has $1, and there is this Boston can still make a deal. Owner W.Y. Again tough week in Boston. They watched the player, but this team is still pretty good, and it's not a stretch to think with better chemistry and really, it couldn't get any worse. Celtics can match or even exceed last season's 49-win regular season total. Meanwhile Boston's pursuit of a title took a hit, but there will not be another rebuild. The one the Celtics, related slideshow 2019 NBA Finals provided by Iman.
Top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.